Where to begin? There's a lot of people who give advice, including yours truly. When it comes to streaming, there are several channels that give a lot of good advice and sometimes confusing advice, and especially if you're a new content creator or just starting or lost or whatnot, we tend to consume that and just really rely on their words to try to get inspiration, ideas, etc. When I started really trying to understand streaming and basically wanted to figure out how to grow, there was one person who I found who seemed really nice and sweet and pretty, and her name is Ashley Christ, and I'm gonna talk about why I hated her. I don't really hate people unless they're evil or whatnot, so no, this isn't clickbait because I genuinely was frustrated, but I don't hate Ashley. I think she's really great and I learned so much from her. Highly recommend her. Check her out in the card above. I just wanted to share why I was frustrated with her advice at the time, and mind you, I was consuming her YouTube content as well as I did private coaching with her. Why I was frustrated with myself, and then how I ultimately ended up following her advice, and so far I'm feeling great a couple years later. Well, when I first found her content, I thought it was really educational. It was mind-blowing to think about just how streaming can kind of mimic marketing and how sharing your story and putting that out there really resonates with people. She taught a bunch of really cool tips on just how to grow, especially on Twitch. That was her initial focus. So I found that content really helpful and insightful. This was at a point where I've been streaming League of Legends because that's one of my favorite games, still to this day. I enjoyed the consistency of some people coming back to watch, and that made me really happy. I just knew I wanted to try to push myself. I wanted to try to grow, and ever since I did that coaching, my head was just very messed up. This isn't her fault, it's mostly my own. So when we did the coaching, it was extremely insightful. She taught me about, making thumbnails and titles appealing and how to think about what the audience wants, all the things that just come with running a good, successful business. And a lot of the knowledge is common in the business world, but for streamers, it's something that I think only a handful are truly grasping. And granted, I'm still grasping it myself and learning it, so thank you, Ash, for all your tips. I'm still applying that. Okay, so it's been about, let's say, almost a year of streaming League of Legends. I can't remember the timeline, but I've been streaming for about 3 years, and the first part of it was just League. So after our first coaching session, I started migrating to try games where I could get a lot of community engagement and kind of get to know the people who also enjoy me and my time and my content. So I was delving into Minecraft, I made a server, I talked to Ash about that, and I was also thinking about mental health because I was working on my own and still am. I got inspired by Pokey and her Dr. Pokey sessions, and I was like, oh, I could do that. I'm empathetic, and I tried it, and we were thinking of ways to combine Minecraft and mental health, and I just remember feeling really lost. Like, even after those sessions, she gave a lot of good ideas, and it was really sweet because she was very affirming and she talked to me about what value I bring, but I was really stuck. I did not want to change. I did not want to just create content for others. And after learning about her advice and working with her one-on-one, I found myself trying these different things and ultimately failing and feeling extremely frustrated and burned out because the truth is I wasn't ready for it. I didn't understand where she was coming from. I was just mad. I wanted to play what I wanted to play and get viewers for vanity or just to feel better about myself. And it's really hard admitting that because I don't want to come off across as, like, I don't know, moochy or unempathetic or just whatnot. But I do want to be vulnerable and real because I think, especially someone who just feels alone and feels isolated, I think a lot of us just want to feel accepted and fit in, and sometimes it's not necessarily the amount of viewers that we want, but rather like that validation and recognition that we're putting in that work and it's showing and people are wanting to be around us. I don't know, feel free to let me know what you think about that in the comments. But so fast forward, I was really mad. I got burned out I tried a bunch of different things, like a bunch. I think she mentioned Twitch Strike about streaming games that are not as popular so that you build an audience in that, and then, you know, eventually you could kind of dilute to the more popular things, but it's really hard and detrimental. She did make a point where you just need to like find what you like and try a bunch of things, especially when you're new, because you have the luxury of just trying, because it's just a journey. It's for fun, it's for your own enjoyment. You're trying to figure out your groove and what you want to do. So I remember using Twitch Strike, and I tried casino, I tried chess, I tried so many different games. Like, if you understand the struggle of Twitch Strike and trying to figure out what the hell do I want to stream. That was always a question on my head personally. I did not know what I wanted to do. I'm just like, okay, here's another stream. What do I want to do? Because my needs were not getting met via streaming, and then I also wasn't meeting my audience's needs and the people who are actually enjoying watching me. I knew people came back. I was hoping it was for my personality, and for the most part people stuck. But then sometimes when our values get dwindled or muddled by things like ranked on League of Legends and people who are toxic, or just feeling unmotivated and uninspired because of letting views get to our head and feeling less worthy, which still happens by the way, but it happens less and I feel better, etc. I'll get more into that later. Or just feeling frustrated with ourselves, because especially at the time when I was doing Minecraft and then I started trying to do mental health, I didn't set any boundaries. I did not know how to say no. I did not know how to tell people like, hey, I can't talk about this. I don't have the energy. I really can't have one-on-one DMs, which I say now because I just genuinely can't. I'm introverted. I need my space to recharge. So after listening to Ash's advice, I was left feeling really inspired but also frustrated and confused, and I was really mad because I couldn't go back to just streaming and having fun. I was always thinking about the viewers, how to make things that people like, and then I'm confused about what the hell I like, and I don't know what I want to do, and my mind was just a really big mess. Like, it was so frustrating. At the time, I just really wish I didn't have those sessions, because I wanted to learn how to have fun again, how to do things for myself, how to just selfishly play games and not feel obligated to stream it all the time. It even got to a point where I decided to rebrand and change my name to pick a name that I thought suited me, because I thought I was trying to fit into something that wasn't me, which was valid at the time, and I think it gave me inspiration and was really neat. But then I became nostalgic for my original username and realized that there are people who have usernames and it doesn't define them, so I was like, okay, I could try that. So I tried that, and I still play games. I'm still enjoying it, and I was really trying to think about her words, especially as I rewatched her new videos, which obviously we all grow and change, so there is absolutely no hate. It's just my experience and what I thought. Rewatching her new videos also gave me perspective on what it means to create content, what it means to pick a niche, the goals behind that, of how it's okay to be selfish sometimes, it's okay to take care of ourselves, it's okay to want to be financially independent and to work towards that success, and it's also okay to take breaks and have fun. It was a big eye-opener that I think without time and knowledge and age, it would be really hard to see the value of her advice, and for a long time I just didn't understand, and I'm still trying to really like soak in all the things that she's said, that other people have said in terms of feedback, to help myself grow and how I apply that. So it's still a process, but I just know when I was first starting, I just really wanted to play games and have people hang out. I really wanted people to acknowledge me and to validate me. And it wasn't till I learned to find the validation within myself that I am able to pursue my purpose and my passion. And I'll be talking about that in the next video. But really, it ultimately came down to a lack of time and different goals. For me, it's not about popularity anymore. I want to help people and also help myself. I want to be financially independent. I want to just prove to myself that I can do it, because I know I can, and work hard to do that by using all my skills that I've accumulated over the years through school and through all my research online. As you may or may not know, I'm a graduate student, and that's really what pushed me to focus and narrow down my topic for my Twitch and our YouTube channel. I just was so busy, and I figured if I'm going to be streaming and creating content, I want to impact and help as much people as possible. And when I do that via a game, it's a lot harder to get my message across, but when I just talk to people, which I always did in streams anyway, it was really fulfilling. And the key part was just learning my own boundaries and how to take care of myself, and through therapy and just practice, I'm learning to do that more. So it's just a beautiful balance, and yeah, it feels so great. Like, I'm honestly really excited and happy. I'm motivated to create even on days when I don't really want to create or I want to do other things. This isn't some temporary spark. It's not just I'm searching Twitch Strike trying to find something that people will watch me do. No, I'm trying to understand what value I can bring to others and then how I can communicate that. It's so amazing. So thank you, Ashley Christ, for all your help. And if you're curious about learning more about her, I'll be linking her channel below. And if you've ever felt frustrated with just stream coaches or people who give those types of advice, I'd like to hear what you've experienced as well, and if you need help kind of dissecting what they're saying and how to apply that via your own mental health. All of our content is revolving mental health and personal growth, so we just try to be our best selves and share our journeys and have open conversations. So if you'd like to connect with like-minded people and to practice daily growth exercises like affirmations or showing what you're grateful for, your insights, feel free to join our Discord. And of course, you're more than welcome to chat with me on Twitch on Fridays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST. All our streams start with conversations about mental health, and I usually have a planned topic ahead of time, and then the second stream we play Jackbox. So if you'd like to have fun with that, feel free to join and follow. And of course, please check out Ashley's videos and content. She's really great. I think she deserves a lot more credit than she gets, and I don't know, I see a lot of success in her future, and I'm just really grateful to be able to soak in her knowledge and share my own. And I really do believe that a rising tide lifts all boats. Her coaching and expertise is extremely valuable in terms of trying to formulate my brand and what I want to do with our channel and our content. I just really didn't understand how my own mental health would affect the advice that she gave me and how I would perceive that and interpret that, and ultimately just use that for my own betterment. Because like I mentioned, it did cause me to struggle for a while, for at least a year and a half or longer. And the main part was not only was I obese, but I was dealing with health issues and then struggles with school. There's a lot of different factors. I think now there's still similar struggles, but I'm learning to manage it a little bit better over time, especially if you have anxiety or GAD or any other mental illness, or if you're a person of color or a woman. It just adds a little bit more to that pot. So again, I do not hate Ashley. I don't hate Ash. I think she's great. I was frustrated with the coaching I received at that time because I didn't get it and I didn't want to change. And years later, I really tried to take in the advice and I've been listening. My goals have changed. My attitude has changed. My demeanor, I feel more calm, and I just feel better and happier. Everything's still a work in progress, so it's not perfect and I'm still learning the nooks and crannies. If anything, I hope this video provided some insight as to my own streaming journey. I also have a blog. Check that out. punflower.com/blog. I'm posting monthly, and then of course adding our new free wallpapers. If you haven't downloaded yours for September, this is how it looks, and you could click the link below as well to go get your free wallpaper. Free wallpaper! It's via phone and 4K for desktop, and it even has a little calendar, but yeah! I'm really proud I drew that. I was really happy with it. And the background of the flowers are commissioned pieces for my brand previously, but I drew the main part. So super excited about just being able to give back and apply her teachings and grow and whatnot. And I know wherever this journey takes me, it's fulfilling and super beneficial to whatever I want to do. It's not something I want to stop anytime soon. I am going to keep pushing forward and trying my best. So you'll see a new video next Monday, and if you're lucky, Maybe even sooner. I want to try to push myself to do more, but we shall see. I just don't want to burn myself out because I'm still a full-time student. Yeah, again, I really hope this was helpful. Stream coaches are great. Find a coach that resonates with you and understands what you may or may not be going through. And also just, I'd encourage people to not be too frustrated like I was. Sometimes the advice a person can give is really well intended, but we have our own battles that we need to deal with, or perhaps we need professionals to help us understand different parts of ourselves. So I'd encourage you to be kind to yourself, to take care, and have a wonderful day. And check out Ashley because she's really amazing and highly recommend her. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.